minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own research on...
Oh, hold on there, sports fan.
Heil Hill, everybody! He's the next generation of science communicator. I'm going to be too old at a certain point to do those terrible things to my body, and it'll be up to you.
He's got like a lion's mane. This guy's amazing. Kyle Hill.
I'm Boo Rambo.
The universe is indifferent to you. Whether or not you have amazing hair, the universe doesn't care.
How are trees pushing past this pressure limit? Behold, my balls. Now we're getting somewhere, but I still don't think it's worthy of G.R.R. Martin's suspender.
I'm totally right? Post up photos of my frickin' hair? Is that what you all want? No, you don't, weirdos.
Kyle Hill. Is your last name actually Hemsworth? What's going on?
Our resident Thor lookalike?
I prefer Black Friday Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you know, if you need a haircut... No, of course not! We're not gonna send sharks with frickin' laser beams on their heads to an asteroid. We're gonna nuke it. You don't need Bruce Willis at all. Wrenched. Oh! Headshot! Oh! Kevin, turn on the monitor. Kevin, this transition better work. The blast doors can't. Kevin, turn it on.
Oh, yes, hello, fellow democratically elected leader. How are you doing? Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just going to start another propaganda stream. Yeah, no, they have no idea. No. They love yelling democracy and freedom and all that. No, it's one big marketing ploy to get them into our volunteer-only military. Yeah, no, I mean, actually, the numbers that I've seen coming back from the front have been kind of encouraging. Instead of, like, 15% of Helldivers actually returning, it's up to, like, 16%. Yeah. No, I know. That saves us a lot on recycling all that meat for the protein bars that we sell them. What's that? Yes. No. I'll tell them. No. All they need is the feeling that they have some power. They don't actually get any. You know what I mean? No, there's no way they're going to find any of this out. It's not like I'm broadcasting to... I'm going to have to call you back. Kisses. Bye. Oh, hello, chat. I didn't see you there. Welcome to La Facilidad. As you can see by the democratically installed mural above my head, I'm the admin. I'm the admini. Heel. And today we will be continuing our Scientist Plays series. Scientist Plays Helldivers 2. And we've been having a lot of good science times on the stream. 39 last time, 38 before that. And we're going to continue to play it as long as you like to continue to join me and learn. But learn where? Good question. Chad, welcome. So fluffy. Just took a shower. Kyle for president of Super Earth. No, I don't want that job. I'm more of like an R&D division man. Welcome to the facility where we will continue our gaming excursion. Of course, we're gaming today, but what we do here at the facility is explore, explain, educate, and entertain everything underneath the stars and above the stars. Carol, it doesn't make sense in 3 dimensions. Shut up. So I can see a bunch of regulars in the chat, bunch of gaming members in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member of the facility. That's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. You get behind the scenes, you get videos early. There was a new video today about how reality is a lie. So if you want to feel weird today, join the facility, see that newest video. What's that DNA that I'm making back there, huh? No one will know. Of course, if you want to continue on this conversation after we're live, comment on the video, subscribe to the main Chan, or you can try Super Chat like Liz Calvert always does. Hey, Cy Kyle. Says Liz with the 20. My tiny human Alex wants to know, how long did it take you to play the guitar? I want to learn how to play. Also, hey, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. I am now 350 years old. Part of the DNA. It's a life extension kind of thing. Yeah, Alex. First of all, listen to your mom and eat your vegetables. Second of all, I started guitar lessons in middle school, what Americans call middle school. So I think I took guitar lessons for like 4 years, and then I took guitar lessons outside of school after that, and then I played in a band until I was like 16, 17, 18. So I've been playing guitar for many, many years. And the best way to get good at guitar is just to practice. Have your mom save up, or maybe for your birthday or something like that. No, Chompy, I don't want any steak. Thank you. Don't bring me steak on a... Have a random steak pop in. But have your mom save up for a really cheap guitar, cheap electric guitar. They're not that expensive these days. And find some music that you want to try to play. I find that it's very... it's more motivating when you want to try to play your favorite song. So I started out trying to learn Black Sabbath and Metallica. And that had nothing to do with the music that I actually ended up playing in a band. I'm a jam band guy. My favorite band is Fish. Think about that. Weird, huh? Anyway. But Alex, the best thing, like most skills, you just have to put the time in. You have to practice. Like I tell people with rock climbing, best way to get better at rock climbing is just to climb. Best way to get better at guitar is just to play guitar. And as Chompy is saying in the chat, Alex, you have so many more amazing digital ways to learn how to play an instrument these days. When I learned how to play guitar, I was sitting in a classroom with sheet music. And now today, I mean, you can get virtual reality things that overlay onto your fretboard and show you where to put your fingers. I mean, you can really get into it if you want to. So pick a song or a band. Start there. Get motivated, Alex. That's what I would say. And Chad, you're getting me all motivated. Which means let's start to transition into the gaming section of this stream. Chad, welcome to the gaming wing of the facility. Behind me, 2 75-inch monitors to see what we're playing, what you're saying. Behind me, a PlayStation 6. I finally figured out how to hook up my PlayStation 6 controller, so I will be playing on a PS6 controller today. And that will be so much better than the PS4 controller I've been using for literally 3 or 4 years. Just putting it out there, Kyle could jam for a quick minute for us someday. I'm not that good. Isaac P, could you give us any... Well, I mean, I'm all right. Isaac P says, could you give us any more information on the Reality as a Live video? Sounds interesting. Isaac, I have great news. It's going to come out on YouTube in the next day or two, maybe tomorrow. But if you want to see it right now, that's patreon.com/KyleHill. My robot should be in the chat telling you that, but it's not. Because Stream Elements sucks butt. So bad. Oh well. Time to fight the good fight. Yeah, chat, we haven't done much automaton fighting. Oh, and that reminds me. speaking of this, given that these streams have been popular enough, I mean, they do more viewbies than any other recent streams, I have now written a full Science of Helldivers video, and I will be recording that tomorrow. So if you want a Helldivers video from me in the style of Helldivers propaganda, look forward to that in the next 2 weeks or so. I think that will be good. I got to it a little late, but I didn't know how popular it was going to be, you know? Remember your ABCs when fighting the bots, Kyle. Always be crotch-shotting. Got it. I want to get this game, but I'm broke, says Derek Bennett. It's like 30, 40 bucks, right? It's cheap for how much... I mean, there's no story. Story will come later for $20. How many hours do you have in Helldivers? Only like 10. I haven't been playing very much. I've been getting back through Horizon Forbidden West, and then coming up on the stream, I actually want to finish Titanfall 2. Dr. D was playing it today and reminded me we never finished it. But then we will get to the Science of Batman with Arkham Knight. We have everything all queued up. The Kevin's did a great job. I can't wait to get to that. But we'll do that after the popularity of this game goes down, because numbers. If you thought I'm just playing this for you out of the kindness of my heart, I'm not. We also want to grow our sciencey ranks here. Anko Kuraven with the 10 on my 75-inch monitor. Happy to catch a stream live. Spill some oil for us today, Daddy. Can't wait to see the Science of Helldivers. First of all, don't really care for the voice. Second of all, I got you. I got you. Yeah, Batman Kyle will be good. I mean, chat. Let me see something. Nah, we won't show you just yet. We'll get you. We have some surprises for Bat Kyle. We'll show you. Let's get into it, huh? Yeah, doesn't matter as long as people learn science. I agree. This is all, everything that I do, chat, it is all just a way to make science more accessible. That's it. That's all I want to do with my whole life. Anko Kuraven said, how did you know what my voice sounds like, big boy? I don't know. I just have an intuition for these things. Kyle will save the creek. Oh, do we have a major order to fight the bots in the creek to do some bot stuff? What's cooling down the energy gun, says Nerdy Loki, already trying to get me to do some science times. I would imagine it's all going into a heat sink. It's not actually cooling it down. The heat is being conducted to a very high surface area chunk of metal, and then you're expelling that metal. It's kind of what you see as like a cartridge going out. It's kind of like a Mass Effect style. We could talk about that once we get into it. Have you ever killed someone with radiation in EDH, says Angel Salazar? Not yet, but I do have my shiny radiation tokens and my Mothman deck ready to go, so I am ready. Heat sink. Is sink a noun or a verb in that phrase? A noun. A heat sink is a device. Play more Commander. Really been enjoying Commander at home. Well, I have good news, Johnny Hopkins. There is another episode of Commander at Home with me in it, with Dr. Lupo, and that will come out. I have no idea. I could text Liv, but we'll just have it be a surprise. If this game ever boots up, that'd be cool. Ministry of Super Earth welcomes you to a public service announcement. So the fun part, chat, is our episode of this of Helldivers will be fully in this style, hopefully. But when I say in this style, chat, what I mean to say... Oh! What I mean to say is welcome to the Science of Helldivers 2. Let's get into it. Wait, Dr. Lupo plays Magic? Yes, he plays a heck of a lot of Magic. All right, so chat. Ooh, this new PS6 controller feels good. All right. Aboard, Helldiver. All right, what do we got? Oh, science times. That's what we'll be maximizing today, chat. Let's break that back down to a 0. Let me know if the stream is silky smooth and how the sound is going, because we want to make sure. Ooh, this controller feels so good in my hands. Oh, it feels so good. Did you do some research on how different stuff works in the game? You mean, did I research and make an episode when I made an episode? Yeah, Cerberus, come on. Look at it. Is it silky smooth? I think I have it on high right now. As you can see in the left there. Ooh, on ultra. I don't think we can do that right now. Let's put it on high. As you can see on the left underneath the chat there, we do have some incentives. We can raise the difficulty. We can have me drop solo on raised difficulty. And we can have me attempt to get recognized by people that we play with in a very embarrassing way. I don't want to have to do that. But content demands sacrifice. These are good goals. Yeah, no, thanks, Chompy. Yeah, I know. I wonder if I jump in game now, you might get in Kyle's lobby. If you want to synchronize it, if you want to try to jump into the lobby, I don't care.
Greetings, Helldiver. The galactic war awaits.
So, chat. Oh, wait. So, what we're going to say about heat sinks, right? So, Chompy, if you don't know, a heat sink. So, some of these weapons, like the sickle and other weapons, so like the scythe here, does not need reloading, but it overheats. But if it overheats, a new heat sink must be fitted. So a heat sink is literally a chunk of metal. Now, chunks of metal are good at conducting heat, which is to say that they have a good heat capacity, which is to say that heat flows into them very well. So big chunks of metal are good for getting hot. Now, when you have something that heats itself up through just the course of operation, if it gets too hot, you could melt the components or whatever. So you have a big chunk of metal, or what's called a heatsink. You have one in your computer. They're everywhere in the world. You have a heatsink that because metal has a good heat capacity, the heat prefers, quote unquote, prefers to flow into these big chunks of metal. And the more surface area you have available for this heat transfer, the more heat you can sink away. Right? So that's why these heat sinks don't look like big, perfect cubes. They look like cubes with that were chopped up with a bunch of fins. And so they look like, you know, a stack of very thin plates. And that's because that maximizes the amount of surface area. So if you just had a normal cube, you only have 6 sides. But if you have this chopped up cube, you could have hundreds of sides, right? So that increases the surface area, which increases the heat transfer rate, etc. So for a gun like this to work, or any other heatsink gun in fiction like this to work, what you're doing is the weapon is heating up, and then to keep the weapon from destroying itself, basically, because it's using a lot of electricity, you eject the heatsink. There's other science time. There's other concepts like this in hard sci-fi spaceships, where you would dump all of your heat into like a liquid, and then you'd eject the liquid to get rid of the heat. Getting rid of heat is actually, science time, incredibly important in space, because in space there's no air and no one can hear you scream. There's no air, and so there's no convection. And so the only way for heat to move off of a surface is through radiation, which is the least efficient form of heat transfer. And so when you look at the International Space Station science time, this is why you see these giant panels. These giant panels with a bunch of surface area maximizes the amount of radiation heat radiation that the station can provide. Because otherwise, the International Space Station would literally heat up to the point where humans wouldn't be able to be on it. Because it's using electricity, it's being hit by the sun, etc., etc. You need to get rid of that heat. And because there's no air constantly coming into contact with it and then moving away with that extra energy, you need radiators. Which brings us back to a term that you're familiar with. What do radiators do? And now you know. I love little things like that. I love like working back to the basics of a concept and then having it reach back up into like, oh, that's why they call it a radiator. There's this fancy word that I've started using called, like I like to say valence. So like the valence shell of an atom or something like that. But valence means like an emotional valence would be how that thing feels. Like it has a certain feeling to it, a valence. And that word sounds fancy until I realized another word, equivalent. Equivalence. It's equally valent. It has the same feeling or the same properties. I love when that happens. I feel like I actually learned something. Equivalent. Equivalent. Anyway, let's get busted. Oh, this is a brand new PS5 controller. It feels really good in my deceptively rough hands. Where are we going? What do we have to do? The Terminids have been pushed way back. 173,000 people playing right now. What do we need to do? Any dispatches? We already, we nailed the major order, as you can see above my head. Kill Scout Striders. That sounds like robots. The creek? Where is the creek? Where's the creek, Chad? I'm just gonna quick play.
Initiating FTL jump to the Usto-2 system.
FTL means faster than light, and we will also go through, we'll also explain a little bit of that in our episode. Uh-oh, these guys are not gonna like me. Level 50 Master Sergeant. Okay, chat. Now remember, I do have push to talk on. And I will be hitting these boys with some science. And if they kick me out of the game, that's their fault. Yeah, Spencer, this is all... Everyone has to come together in real time to fight these guys. Hey, John D., do you know that we have an episode with Dr. Alcubierre on the main channel? I interview him for a good 30 minutes about warp travel. Zerberus, don't put that energy out into the world. That didn't sound good. Wow, I can't see shit. And I am not even a real human right now. I am just... Look at me. Look at... Look... Oh, okay.
Defend democracy at any cost.
Well, that's what I'm doing, dog.
Orbital incoming. Calling in orbital down as support weapon.
Like I said, I haven't played this game very much, so if I don't do everything to your liking, too bad.
Requesting advanced weaponry. New mag.
I can't even see. I can't even see him right now. Sit down. Oh. Chat, remember, we can hit him with the science. Hey guys, did you know that red tracers like those robots are firing are filled with strontium and magnesium? That's what the burning color makes.
A little shot of liberty.
Did you know that?
Rare sample acquired. Tagging location north. On my way. Engage it. I'll take it. Calling in an eagle.
Uh-oh, they're armored.
Sending in an eagle.
Wow, that was cool.
Throwing grenade.
I gotta tell you, this PS5 controller feels so good in my hands right now.
Requesting air support. Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
I may have just become Swiss cheese there, chat. That did not... No, that did not feel as good.
Calling down a support weapon.
Watch out for the big glowing red thing, Kyle. Thank you. Looking for bots. Looking for bot stuff, chat. Didn't realize this was a thing? What? This game? No. Nope. I can't turn... Oh, I can't... Wait, can I? Ah! Don't worry, I got you. That was cool.
Requesting air support.
Oh, look at that strike. Come on. Yes. That was a good one.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Choosing the laser cannon as based? Yeah, I know. I'm kind of like a based kind of guy. This game just runs great, you know. We defend democracy's future. T1, you're all over. You're up by yourself. T1 doesn't need us. Oh no, T1. You're a madman.
Mission map updated.
T1. What difficulty are you on? I don't know. Here's a hell bomb. Yes, nice shot. Chat, what other signs should I hit him with right now? Is there a maximum light frequency humans can see? Yes. Your vision goes up to about blue in nanometers, right before ultraviolet, which means beyond violet, science time, of course. It's, what's that, 300 or 400 nanometers, something like that? Get wrecked! Man, those bombs are kind of, OP, huh? Ah, I'm pressing the wrong buttons!
Sending in an eagle!
Ah, 13 kills, are you kidding me? Man. Oh, don't step on the mines, got it. Yeah, 380 to 700 nanometers, yeah, so I think what you're saying is I'm exactly correct. Right?
Marking location. Northeast.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply. Tagging location.
Don't step on the big glowing red thing. Got it. They blend into the ground. Man, those bombs just annihilate those guys, huh? Nice.
Throwing supply beacon. Out of ammo. Calling in.
Nice one, mayonnaise. Very funny. Ooh, you got a railgun. I want one. Oh, I did have a science time I was going to hit these boys with, but now I forgot. Everything's still looking nice and silky smooth for everybody? How did you throw it that far? Jeez. Goodness gracious. Don't step on the red things. I'm going in. I'm, not going in. Helldiver, reporting to the front. Eagles back from the nest. How do you destroy these guys? I've never fought a tank before. My body. Oh. Shoot the vent on the back. Got it. God damn it!
Dropping a pin. Northwest, 200 meters.
I got you, T1. Never mind. I don't got you, T1. Uh-oh. That's probably bad.
Requesting air support. Requesting sentry.
Ah!
Tagging location.
Oh my! Oh my! Man, these guys are serious.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Move! 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 Stay down! Crawl through it! This is intense. I like it. Ah! Ah!
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Are those the things I'm supposed to shoot?
Requesting orbital strike.
Uh-oh. Woo! Man, this is cool. Good job, everyone. Especially T1.
Sending in an eagle.
Jeez. Good lord.
Sending in an eagle.
You kind of just got that all by yourself, huh? I don't know where everyone's. We're all split up all over the place, chat. They say the bugs are sentient, Mark. So
Requesting air support. Requesting advanced weaponry. Sending in an eagle. Calling in reinforcements.
I think somehow that was T1's fault.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
We're not doing so good.
Point me to the enemy.
Uh-oh, I might be too high up. No. Democracy! Democracy jump!
Requesting tac pack.
Calling down support weapon.
Uh-oh. Bot drop detected. Jeez. For the sake of democracy!
Yo, are you fucking retarded?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Bag's empty. a nice cup of liver tea. Tagging map. Northeast, 100 meters.
How are we doing, Chet? This guy kind of threw me off my game. I don't know how to respond. You ever thought of being the host? Yeah, I could do that. Where the heck are we going? Oh.
Go back from the nest.
I've got this one.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Which one said that to me? Was it G2?
Requesting orbital strike.
Jesus.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
Hey, there's my laser cannon. Wait, is that a railgun? Hell yeah.
Calling down a sentry.
Requesting sentry.
Is that the extraction point up there? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, it's over that way.
Requesting sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Can't see anything out here.
Extraction is available.
No, I have it on. Oh, don't run into the red thing. I learned that lesson already, Chet.
Calling in reinforcements.
Man, that sounds cool. I forgot you have to reload after each one.
Ready to liberate.
We need more science, especially for this very problematic individual. Wait, get off that. Bye-bye. Ah, my little bodies.
Requesting air support.
Hey, G2.
Requesting air support. Coming in hot. Have a taste of democracy.
Hey, G2. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Calling down a sentry. Calling down a sentry.
Get up. Get up. Hey, G2.
Calling in reinforcements.
That was suboptimal. Killed myself with my own Gatling. Administering freedom. Oh, you look scary. This PS5 controller feels so good. Alright, I'm gonna talk to G2 for a second. Hey, G2, do you know that they call them orbital strikes not just because they come from orbit, but because they use orbital velocity to increase the kinetic energy of projectiles? G2? Did you know that? Be pretty hard for a not smart person to know that, you know? Wouldn't it be crazy if you didn't know that? G2, I think I hope you have an amazing day. No, Hamster, he's not talking.
Welcome back.
Let's get the heck off of that guy's ship. Jeffrey, welcome. Why am I in cryo like that? I feel like that was at least 3 more. Why am I in cryo like that? You know? Why is Kyle's username censored? Yeah, I figured out a way to get it censored on Steam. I don't know how I did it. What was I going to say? Why am I in cryo during that? I have to, I imagine it looks like I have a layer of frost on me because maybe I'm traveling ship to ship and I actually encounter the vacuum of space. And if I encounter the vacuum of space, any moisture that is on my person is going to evaporate. And when something evaporates quickly, it gets very cold, which is why when you have liquid like this, compressed air, and the rapid expansion into a less pressured environment reduces the temperature. And so if you're in space, say if you were, science time, if you were in space and you opened your mouth, all of the saliva on your tongue would immediately boil away and it would freeze your tongue. We know this because it's happened. There have been accidents in pressure chambers where astronauts have accidentally been exposed to full vacuum. And I remember there's a quote from an astronaut that says, "The last thing I remember before I passed out was my spit bubbling off of my tongue." Now, that all sounds weird until you actually think about what's going on, right? Why is it easier to boil water at a higher elevation? You've heard of that, right? Science time? You've heard of that little quirk of Ciencia? That's because there's less pressure. It's easier to boil. It takes less heat energy to boil it away. Now, in space, that's infinite elevation with zero pressure. And so if having a less pressured environment makes it easier for water to boil, being in a zero pressure environment means that water can boil away all by itself. That's why. Science! I'm almost at level 10, which means I can get some pretty kick-ass stratagems. How do I make myself the host? Because I want to know how to kick people out. Ooh, I killed 20 scouts. I can do the bot stuff again. How do I make myself the host? I don't quick play, right? I do my own. I would do my own thing, right?
One mission more.
That's going to be hard to do by myself. I could do this one by myself.
Mission coordinates locked.
The adjudicator of science. Look at this. Look at me move in orbit like that. See that?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Yes. How cool is that?
Orbit synchronized.
Orbit synchronized. So that
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Orbit synchronized.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
So wait, I might have
Orbit synchronized.
But we're not in orbit. We're hovering. Or else the planet would be turning beneath us. You know what I mean?
Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized. Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Hey, Scott Hill, my brother joined. It's geosynchronous. I
synchronized.
Yeah, I think it's synchronized with other ships. They're too close to be geosynchronous? Yeah, that's what I see. That's the problem with it. That's the problem I have with it.
Launch initiated.
Hey, Scott, Hill is my last name, too. So when they say the orbit is synchronized, are they saying that our orbit around the planet is synchronized? Because the planet isn't moving beneath us. And so it doesn't seem like we're in orbit around the planet. And if we are in geosynchronous orbit, then we'd be probably much higher up. So what do you think's going on, Scott?
Don't know. That's a good question.
Go now, and shoot you.
If I had to guess.
Remember this. Every day is a good day to die for democracy.
Fire in the hole!
Eh? Uh-oh.
Too many losers.
Uh-oh.
Requesting sentry.
Why aren't I running?
Bag's empty. Have a taste of democracy.
Oh, that's a rough landing.
This one's intense already. Wait, I wanted to hear your theory about what kind of orbit we're in.
Reloading.
The only thing I know about orb is gun. That's fair.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Oh, I almost blew myself up.
I don't know where that hell bomb's going, but I feel like I'm about to blow up.
Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Where are you arming it?
Rare sample acquired.
Where are you arming it?
Got a sample.
Where was it armed? No.
It's over here, man. It's over here.
Oh. Oh. Carry on.
Boom for democracy.
Calling down
like it.
supplies.
Deploying equipment package.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
I think I know who you are. I think you know where. Oh. Whoa! Jeez!
You might want to get out of the area if you don't want to die.
Ah!
Okay. Dive!
Ah!
I survived that. That was a little close.
Democratically appointed cool guys don't look at explosions.
I might put a shield on my back just to avoid that. Let's blow it up. Oh, not me! Oh, you just blew yourself up, buddy. You know, for democracy. Not entirely sure what did that to me.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Has anyone seen my corpse? I need my rover back.
I may have taken it.
Okay, well, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Intergalactic dips.
Tactical dive.
Oh.
I wasn't even next to that thing.
Okay, well.
That's interesting.
Haha!
Calling down a support weapon.
Yeah. Should I activate this bomb or?
No, just leave it. Shoot it. It won't hurt anybody.
Yeah, that works.
Get him! Chad, how's everyone doing? Chad, if you're having a good time, if you learn anything today, along with me, I want you to spam your favorite emoji right now. Do it! What's that sound? Yeah, spam it. Yeah, spam Aria's muscles especially. What's that sound? Is that my guard dog?
200 meters. Never mind.
Got a sample.
Objective located. North.
What is that noise? You guys hearing that right now? Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Orbital incoming.
What is that noise? Don't worry, W2, we're coming. We can see that you need all the help.
Yeah, you and your giant laser. And
Duke laser.
You need ABC, always behind cover.
That's what it means.
oh,
Always press that wrong. Look at this. Look at the arm on this guy.
Deploying sentry.
taste rocket. I don't think he tastes the rocket.
He might taste the sentry though.
Oh, I can call down this railgun if anybody wants it.
Yes.
Gonna
Lasers.
throw a 500 in. Stay back.
Copy that.
Requesting air support.
I want the railgun.
Careful with that railgun. If it's unsafe, you can blow yourself up if you hold it too long.
Is this the stockpiled ammunition? Is it?
Requesting air support.
Oh, you're gonna activate that hell bomb? All right.
This is a fuel silo. Oh,
Yep.
you're gonna activate that help
Engaging terminal.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was a headshot. Nice job, robot.
Get out of there!
Okay.
Throwing grenade.
Dropping a pin.
Stratagem hammer over there. Can't use our stratagems over there.
Oh, I thought I was using the... Not doing so good. I think one of them had... Did you hear my stream on one of their voice comms, chat? I think I did.
One grenade left.
Where'd my supply beacon go?
Ow, ow, ow.
Calling down supply.
Okay, let's get the stratagem jammer.
Oh, that's what's going on. It's all jammed. Uh-oh. I've never seen this part of the game before. You think I can make that toss?
Balls.
Oh, come on. I made that. Hit.
I got it.
Or
okay,
I
no,
did. Woo!
You need a step.
That was me. That was all me, baby. That was all me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of here.
Right back to it. Yeah, the robots are a lot harder than the bugs, for sure.
No.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Did that not go either?
Throwing grenade.
Uh-oh. Was there another jammer or something?
Sending in an eagle.
Oh,
sorry.
Didn't see that eagle.
There's a cannon turret in the distance over there.
collateral damage.
Does he have my stream on? I can hear when I
don't know what to do with this thing. Oh, know what to do with these.
It's fine. It's fun watching a scientist figure out stuff on their own. Well, you know, we play video games. Where's everyone going? Big turret.
Ah. So something we're supposed to do here. I don't,
Oh yeah.
Requesting sentry.
Over the wall. Yes. Yes. So democratic. Yes. It's crazy how democratic that is. I think I want the laser cannon instead.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Reloading.
Let's get in there.
Injury? What is?
got it. Or not. Ah.
Calling in orbital strike.
Yes.
Bomb drops.
Kyle, speaking of figure things out, did you figure out that thing that you got confused about on the Fallout streams? Yes, I did. I actually made an entire episode about it. So that was something It's had something to do with nuclear fission and fusion, and we actually made a whole episode about it. You'll be seeing that soon. It's about the most important graph in physics. And it'll be a good one. Where? Chat, if you're having a good time, I know I'm not... This game's pretty hectic, so I know I'm not paying as much attention as I want to pay to you. Supplies. My little boys and girls, but...
On the right.
Bots!
Bag's empty.
Bot stuff. It's fine, Kyle, just have fun. No, I must teach you as well. How do I tag shit?
Requesting tag pack.
Generator.
Where? Oh.
Hulk.
Look at this flank. Look at this flank right here.
Look at this. I got him.
Ow. Stim. PS5 controller to zoom and then R1 to tag. Got it.
Sample collected.
Marking location.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's a big old boom. It was pretty. Throwing 500 in.
Man, doesn't this look like the intro of Terminator? Yes! Yes! Man, that's awesome. It looks just like Terminator, man. Bot drop behind us. I got you. Oh. Uh-oh.
Got one.
Run. Tremors. Ah, it's so in. What is this? I didn't know there's a shield thing. That's cool. Oh, that thing is destroyed. Got it. I didn't know there was a shield generator thing. That's cool.
Requesting air support.
Coming in hot.
Going in. Yes.
Reloading.
Dropping a pin. Southeast. 200 meters.
I'll go take care of that last outpost. You can get the objective.
All right, I'm the nuclear guy, so I'll activate this bomb.
I'm on the terminal.
Ah, 15 seconds until I get my net 500.
Enemy elite. South.
Patrol south. 192.
Man, what are these guys? These guys are military. Woo! Uh-oh, got some big guys.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Freedom never sleeps!
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh.
Reloading.
I can't do water. Oh, that didn't. Got it.
Oh. Yes. Okay, that guy's a Hulk. Only vents on the back, or stratagems. Got it.
Ah, nice. That was
Woo! Woo!
not accurate, though. We saw the food.
New mag.
Oh.
Drop ship. Sending in an eagle. Going down the sector.
Extraction is available.
Woo! Come on. Extraction time.
Sounds like a good time to go. Yep. Right through his legs. Down. No. Ow!
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Reloading.
Are there cannon towers at this difficulty? I don't know. What game is this?
Extraction is being called.
Helldivers. Helldivers Dose. Ow, my face!
Requesting sentry.
We got Striders to the north. To this.
Get out of my face.
Have a taste of democracy.
Yes. Yes.
Empty.
500.
Woo! Woo!
Requesting air support.
Come on!
Reloading.
Come on, Chet.
Support weapon inbound.
That's the last of them.
Over if anyone wants it.
Hey, did you guys know that it's banned by the Geneva Convention to make laser weapons that their sole purpose is to blind enemy combatants because it's so easy to do?
I actually do know this.
I do now. Oh, God!
Ah, my body! Please! Bring me back home! Oh, I didn't know I was still alive, Chet! I thought that was someone else. I thought that was someone else. I'll land on him. Yes. Exactly.
No Helldiver left behind, brother.
Hell yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. I thought I was dead. How effective are metal rods from space, says Luas Nation. We'll get to that in a second. Let me get off this ship. Yeah, those are fun. Those are good. Those were good guys. Those are some good people. Outstandingly patriotic as well.
Yay.
Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. I'll see you on stream.
Oh, he knew! He knew! You're a knower!
I've known the whole time.
Dr. Clump is a knower! I knew it! Appreciate you, Doctor.
I appreciate the science.
Hell yeah. Oh, this is my ship. Yeah, I told you I knew it. Let's get, we have a couple things that we have a couple new things we can get now, right? Because we're level 10. The autocannon looks freaking sick. What was the one? Was it this one? No, there's a new one I wanted to get. Ooh, a jump pack. That'd be cool.
At level 10, you can get the autocannon.
Copy that. Which one was the... Oh, the cluster bomb was good. Yeah?
I want the impact grenade, but it'll only kill me a bunch.
Supply pack. Guard dog. Yeah, I want a guard dog. Bam. Wait, that's not how I do that. Do that this way. Become a Kyle. What am I saving up for? I'm not really saving up for anything else, Chad. At this exact moment.
I thought we had a lot of planets when I was a kid, but we've settled dozens.
I don't want to kick them, but I wanted to talk to you guys about rods from God. That's fine. We already did that one. Let's finish it up. Let's do the other one. All right, chat. So, rods from God, you may have heard of. That is an old idea called Project Thor, and Project Thor was the idea to put large tungsten rods, like telephone pole-sized rods, into orbit. And you would do that, well, they would be made out of tungsten specifically because tungsten is so heavy. It's so dense. So for the volume, you would get a tremendous amount of mass. And so you put them in orbit and then you use orbital velocity, which is like 7 kilometers per second, tens of thousands of miles per hour. Is it 7 kilometers per second? Yeah, it's something like, it's like 15 to 17,000 miles per hour. And at that orbital velocity, you can release these rods and they would impact the ground at that orbital velocity. They'd slow down quite a bit in the atmosphere, but they would maintain a tremendous amount of kinetic energy. And when they hit the ground, they would have a kinetic energy similar to a kinetic energy similar to a small nuclear warhead, like really small, like smaller than Little Boy and Fat Man, but still quite a bit of kinetic energy. And so you wouldn't need these could be relatively cheap. Because some cruise missiles and some big missiles that the military uses are like $900,000 a missile, something crazy. But the advantage of a rod from God is that you're just dropping a big cylinder of metal, and those don't cost very much to make. However, what is difficult about the concept is that it would cost a lot of money to get those very heavy things up into orbit. That's the real downside. Steph says, I wish I had a better brain. Wait, is Stubborn Clump in the chat, too? Let's do it, Doctor. Dr. Stubborn Clump in the chat. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate you.
Everybody. This is a twofer over here. I need somebody over here to open this door.
Live up to your name. Live up to...
Copy that.
I'm on it.
That sounds like a bad guy. Oh, that's because it is. Oh! He fell on me with his burning swords of justice. I'm gonna land right on him. That was probably a bad idea. That was sick. Finally, I got my own guard dog.
Tagging map, southwest, 100 meters. Going in an eagle.
I don't know what the advantage... I don't know what the advantage of having a sword, a burning sword is. Like, everyone will say... Science time. Everyone will say it's like for like cauterizing wounds or cutting through stuff, but if you're using it as a sword, it doesn't need to be hot. You know? I don't think so. I don't see the advantage. You know? Armor penetration? No, I mean, the amount of time, science time, the amount of time that it takes heat to get through some heavy metal would be, I mean, the thing would have to be like a lightsaber. The advantage is psychological? That's possible. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because, you know, like red eyes or like war paint, it just looks scary, you know? I agree. Uh-oh. Damn it.
Sending in an eagle. Administering freedom. Fire in the hole.
Ah! Woo!
Ain't do that.
Reinforcing. Helldivers never die.
No. Ah! I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. Help me!
Ow. Fire, fire, hot.
Man, I love the breaker is so cool.
I'm not a fan of that guy's rockets in my face area.
Get wrecked.
Calling in reinforcements. Reloading.
My hand is cramping up. I'm pressing so many buttons. It's crazy.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way. Tagging map. North. 200 meters.
Bot outpost.
Get wrecked.
Rare sample acquired. Got a sampler.
Woo! Where are we going? Launch codes? You want this place. All right. Damn it.
We got to patrol northeast 12, 23.
Attack underway.
Yes! That did nothing! Oh, killed some bad guys. Go for the legs, go for the crotch! Everybody knows that. Crotch. I'm on fire!
Uh-oh. 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 Get away. Oh, that's the last thing I
Run for your life, W2!
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
I hit him.
One shot the Haupt.
No rocket guy.
Chat, I know I'm not talking to you very much. But if you're having a good time, let me know. I mean, is the gameplay fun to watch? I mean, I feel like the gameplay's pretty fun. Uh-oh. Ah, too much bot stuff!
Bot drops.
Suck it. Respectfully, suck it.
Sorry about that, science man.
No problem, brother.
Calling down supplies.
Go away, chainsaw bro.
Reloading.
Tagging map. East. 200 meters.
Every time. Every time you climb on top of it.
Objective located. East.
Nice shot. Didn't even explode. Chad, are you having a good time? Uh-oh. I feel like we're at more science times than this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just bump that up a little bit. Oh, you can go prone? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you could go prone. That's interesting.
Patrol northeast, 87, 76.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna rotate it.
Alt to dive. No, I'm not. I'm playing on controller.
Other way.
Just say when.
Stop.
Sending in an eagle. Attack underway.
Whoa.
Tank, get down, tank.
500 in. Oh. Well, thank you, Kyle, for protecting my face.
It's okay, my face broke your fall. Guys, I know how to dive. Holy crap. Have you not seen me do this?
I'm going in, I'm gonna take care of it.
The whole time? Like, haven't you seen me be doing that?
Another tank, this is an annihilator tank. Be doing that?
Oh, no, ow. Ooh.
Reinforcing!
This is bad.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I'm trying to hit the back of it. Did I get it? Yes! I think I got it.
Sending down equipment package.
Turret still activated.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Where is my body?
That guy sounded like me for a second. You dropped your stratagem. Yeah, I know, because I got hit by a cannon. Run!
Oh, that's
Come on, y'all!
the way I wanted to go.
Reinforcing.
Request approved. Reinforcements.
Ah! What is even shooting at me?
Reporting to the front.
What is shooting me?
Sending in an eagle.
Oh, it's that big ass turret, huh?
Oh, it's that big ass turret, huh?
That's what I sound like.
Dropping a pin.
Don't worry, I'll land on it.
Ready to liberate.
Patrol south.
Another sample collected for the nuclear.
I think I'm trying to shoot him right in the mouth. I think that. Oh, no. Hey guys, you see me dive? Do you see me dive just then? Like how I know how to do? Uh-oh.
Sending in an eagle.
That's gonna be a good shot right there. Or not.
Now that's what I call a liberty.
Let's keep it moving. Oops, wrong. I keep my push to talk button, chat. Is
Get
that
another cannon turret.
my push to talk button is the same as my grenade button, so that's why I keep doing that.
That did not have the desired effect.
That is a big bad place there.
He's turning, he's turning. That is
Is he behind us? Yeah, I see you. There we go.
He's done.
Doctor!
I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm a doctor. I'll fix you.
Joining the fray.
We only have 4 lives left. Not so good.
Reloading. I'm out.
Get out of my face. Chat. How are you doing? You enjoying yourselves? In this full bot destruction?
Marking location southeast. Calling down supplies.
Do you know that guy who just said calling down supplies? That's Yuri Lowenthal. He's the voice actor for Spider-Man.
That doesn't look good.
Requesting air support.
Get out of there, W2!
Here comes the cavalry.
Duh.
What did I say?
Gotcha.
How'd you like to chase all burrito?
Run! Oh, this is so hectic. It's awesome.
Here's a tip: if you have a shield generator, you don't get affected by tremors.
There's 200 people watching, but less than 200 likes. Are you kidding me right now? Well, that's undemocratic. Chad, if you could make that right. If you could make that right for me, please.
I will unlock the hatches.
On it.
Thanks, man.
Make that right. I'm on it. Requesting sentry.
Missiles raising.
Chat.
You can handle it, D3. I'm gonna get the outpost.
Got it.
Got a lot of faith in us. Where are they? See, now one of the worries was that China wouldn't just use ICBMs anymore against a target like America. They use low orbit, fragmentary orbit strike weapons. And what that it's a fragment of an orbit. It's not a full orbit. And so they put these hypersonic weapons in the atmosphere, and they have them orbit the planet until they're ready to strike. And they're so fast, and since it's hard to detect them in time, and because they're going around the planet, tangential radio can't actually detect them until it's like too late. Like radio waves have to be.
From God.
No, it's not the same as the rods from God. No, these are like weapons that are actively. Like a missile in orbit.
Ooh. Those sound unhealthy.
Commies.
And now
Start
we want
the
to run
launch,
away.
baby. You ready to see something cool, man?
There.
Perfection.
Not if I have a rocket about it. Or I guess I will shoot the moon.
Ah! Damn it. Didn't even see him. Now that was definitely a nuke.
Democracy has landed.
Enemy patrol, south.
That's look, the night, the sky. Here's another science time, chat.
Okay. Heading to UW2.
Did you know that the thermal pulse, the light pulse from early nuclear weapons when they're doing nuclear weapons testing was so bright that occasionally they report that you could see the light through the back of your skull. So even though your back was turned to it and your eyes were closed, it would go through the back of your skull and you'd still see some part of it.
I did not know that.
Calling down a sentry.
Out of the sky.
Looks like there's a Hulk on our right.
Stem.
You need some support.
Sending an eagle.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a 500 and run the other way.
Ooh, I hit 12 guys with that. Nice.
Come on, you can make it. I know you can.
Woo! Come on now.
Calling down a support weapon. How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Reloading and shooting.
Extraction time, baby.
Alright, I think we're good.
We only got 2 lives. We gotta be.
We got a lot of patrols northwest.
But we only have 2 lives, so maybe we should be a little bit more judicious.
I agree. Judicious is my middle name.
Oops. Yeet.
Sending down equipment package.
You got Hawks coming your way, tagging.
North, 100 meters.
Uh-oh.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
What is this? Oh. Man, W2 is just a killer.
Oh, bad. That's not a good direction.
That's empty.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, maybe I forgot to mention, the more outposts you clear, the more patrols you get. Sorry about that.
Oh my god, look how many bullets! Holy crap!
Behind you, Kyle.
Ah!
Oh, God.
Oh man, that's too many.
Tactical retreats?
Jeez. What the heck was that?
Oh! Ow! Rocket! Out of nowhere.
You think he landed right on me? Oh no.
Engaging terminal.
We must stay
I'm calling a
alive.
hell bomb.
I got the terminal. Hell bomb arm. Clear the area.
Tagging location.
Warning, you are
We're heading for extract or clearing these two bases. Oh, I'm not going back.
Oh, they disabled the hell bomb.
Requesting sentry.
deploying sentry.
That's rude.
Oh man. We need more fun entomology facts.
If you call down your expendable anti-tank, you can shoot that right there.
Calling down a support weapon.
Bringing it in.
Entomology facts, huh? Nuclear shadows are so grisly but interesting, says Butcher Ragul. Yeah, I actually saw the nuclear bomb shadows in Hiroshima, in the Hiroshima Museum.
Try not to die. I'm gonna get these last outposts.
Bag's empty. Reloading.
Requesting air support.
Where's extraction?
Dropping a pin. 100 meters.
Chat, how are we doing? Steph asked, do we learn about plants yet? No, I don't know much about plants. Uh-oh. You might want to get out of there, buddy.
Reloading.
It's like Normandy.
Requesting air support.
Look at this flank.
Okay, we can leave. The last outpost is clear.
Damn it! God damn it! Son of a bitch!
Oop, 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 oop. Stay still so I can shoot you.
Ready to liberate.
All right. Still need some cooldowns here.
Patrol west.
Extraction when ready.
Let's just stay away from those guys right there.
Drop ship.
I'm still shocked when you swear. It's like hearing your teacher swear, huh?
The extraction is gonna call them. It's gonna attract them.
Calling down a sentry.
Good thing I have all these sentries.
Calling down a support weapon. ETA T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Let's see him.
Come on, salute me, soldier.
I can only give you a hug.
For liberty. Try to look at the science fact. Can you look at the stats after the mission? I'm very curious. Yeah, sure. Hey, what up, tier? I thought it was going to go into ADS. We're good. We're good.
Here's a fun game. Think fast.
No!
Ah!
What a troll.
Not a fan of that game. We can play Monopoly.
This is Shill? This is Brian. What the hell do you mean? Yes. What's the highest difficulty you play so far? Says Tony, gaming member. Challenging? I don't know. I haven't been putting much time into the game. I've only been playing it with you. All right, who wanted to see the stats? What's the name of this game? HELLDIVERS 2. I don't know how you haven't heard of it. It's going viral. Look at that. Woo. That was a good one. Outstandingly patriotic. Incredible. Yeah, I'm still a space cadet. Doesn't matter. I mean, you still have the same amount of fun. We're not playing meta or anything. You don't need to. Can't wait for your reaction when you play different. What does that mean? Oh, you mean higher difficulty? Is this game gonna die out like BattleBit? I don't know. There's hundreds of thousands of people playing. Let's see, you wanna see the stats? Look at all those yellows. Most kills, most shots hit, no friendly fire damage whatsoever. Accuracy, not so great. That goes to Dr. Clump, a guy in the chat.
Mission accomplished, Helldiver.
Ooh.
One small step for democracy.
Now I can get hard, chat. So Clump, if you're in chat and you can hear me and stuff, I'm gonna take a quick break to talk to people in the stream, Bo. So I'm just gonna be AFK for a second there. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you, but bye-bye. Or someone's gonna kick me or something. Whoop. Chat. How are we doing? Ugh. I have one really long... Chat, this is HELLDIVERS 2. We're now at what? We're at 23 science times. I'm the host. Should I quit? Is that the good thing? Would that be the democratic thing to do? Should I go kick them so they're not waiting on me? All right, I'll do that. Dr. Clump in the chat, do not take this personally. Wait, what's happened? Don't take this personally, buddy. Thanks for being in the chat. Now get the hell off my ship. Chat, I hope you're learning. I hope you're having fun like I am. That was a great team. Thanks for helping us out for those ones. Dr. Clump in the chat. I'm doing great. You Wisconsin Golden God, Kyle, says Mark. Yeah, Wisconsin boy right here. Chat, if you're having a good time, we're at 23 science times. I want you to do something for me. I want you to take the next 90 seconds to yeet, excrete, eat, whatever you got to do. We'll be right back. We're going to play some games when we get back. We're going to stay smart, stay frosty. We still got about another hour or so of Helldivers 2. I hope you stay with me. Think of some science questions, okay? We'll be right back with more Scientist Plays, Helldivers 2. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because my drones will know. I may have forgotten that this was there. That is me, second from the left in the front row, standing on top of Chernobyl reactor number 3. Behind me to the right, you can see used control rods, extremely radioactive, but we're on top of the core right there. What do I want to have? No, not that. I want this. Well, that looks weird. Boop. Chat. So, as I'm wont to do, if we're going to keep our minds sharp to bring science democratically to the galaxy, we want to play a couple of games before we start. One is connections. You know, if I get connections wrong, I'm gifting subby bubbies in the chatty chat. But there's a new game that's like Wordle, but it's for Magic the Gathering cards, and I'm very excited about it. You can't even see all of it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to guess. So below this here, there are letters and numbers, and I have to try to guess what the card is in 13 guesses. So we're going to start there. Just chill out for a second. It's a green card. It's an enchantment creature. I'm going to guess it has 2 green pips. I was correct. First guess. 2 green pippies. Enchantment creature with a... so that's a small word. Usually, those small words are something like an of. Okay. So now we have 10 guesses left. We have something of something. A lot of O's. Let's go with an E. Okay. This is Eidolon of... Don't know what the green one is. I know what the white one is. It's Eidolon of Rhetoric. But I don't know what this one is. So let's... Eidolon. I have 6 guesses less. I told you I knew what this one was, Chet. Eidolon of what? I forget what the name is. I knew this, chat. I would have gotten this 5 guesses ago. It's Eidolon of... I don't know what the first... Green. It's going to be like... If it's a green card, it's going to be something like... V. Yeah, what is that? Where did the V go? An Eidolon... Whenever... So whenever Eidolon of blank, so we got a W, we got an H. I only have 2 guesses left. I don't know what the name of this is, chat. I got everything, so I have 2 guesses left, and the last guess I have to name the card. But I don't... Eidolon of... Something L. What is it? Gel below... No. Slow? No. That sounded like an explosion. Oh, it's Eidolon of Blossoms. That's the name. In the last guess, we pull it out, chat. It sounded like a giant explosion happened outside of my last door just now. I don't know if you heard that. Bam! Eidolon of Blossoms. But we gotta stay. You know, I like to keep my mind going by a little bit of connections. And I have this pulled up over chat, so I can't see if you're saying anything. So don't even try. Don't even try to say anything. There we go. Shuffle it up. These are NBA teams? Easy. Easy. Telemedicine, teleprompter, telecommute, television. Man, I am good. Almost too good. Move at a clip, at a pace, at a rate, at a speed. Oh! Chat, isn't it incredible? Chat, isn't it incredible sometimes? What was the MTG guessing game called? It's called Spellify. And I like it a lot. I do it every day. And if you want to do it every day, we have a puzzle channel in the Discord where you can post your scores to Wordle and connections and all that every day. And my game fuel, of course. Chat, how are we doing? We have new emojis. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. And whenever you see a science time, of course, you can put science times in the chat. Kyle, what material would a Helldiver's armor be made out of to resist acid and bullets? I don't know. You'd have to know the material, you'd have to know the chemical composition of the acid or the bile itself so that you can craft your armor out of something that doesn't, there's a technical term, but dissolve. So, like, you know that, so like dissolves like. So water-based cleaners can dissolve a lot of things because a lot of stuff has similar chemical compositions. And so it's gonna depend on what the acid is actually made out of. And then you could make it something that wouldn't react chemically. So it'd be like just water rolling off of metal, you know, like no effect, you know. Guys, I just submitted my thesis for my master's degree in nursing to my advisor. Then I'll be set to graduate in May. Congratulations, Viking Queen. As someone who has done that myself, I know it is hard and stressful, just like me. So, good luck, congratulations, all at the same time. Sublimate? No. Sublimate is going from a solid directly to a gas. So like dry ice sublimates. Dry ice being just frozen carbon dioxide. That goes from a solid directly to a gas. And that's why it gets all bubbly if you put it in water. Oh, bubbly. Ice cubes in your freezer sublimate over time. Do they? Why does sublimation happen, says Katie? I don't know. Off the top of my head. I would guess it's because they're frozen, but then once they're at room temperature, wherever you have the dry ice, it's already a high enough temperature to vaporize it. To turn it into, it's already past its boiling point. So it's so far past its melting point that it doesn't go into liquid, it goes straight into gas. Because the temperature, relatively speaking, is so high, it's already past its boiling point. That's what I would guess. But I don't know that for sure, so don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on anything, unless it's a good quote. That's how I knew I made it. When a kid tagged me on Instagram and he showed me that he used one of my quotes in his yearbook. That's how I knew I had made it. Ice sublimates in your freezer thanks to quantum effects. I did not know that. Would titanium be too heavy for armor? I don't know off the top of my head what the density of titanium is. I think titanium is relatively light for its strength, isn't it? What was the quote? I think it was... I'm not sure. I have it somewhere. Whenever a nice thing happens, I screenshot it. And I put it in a nice things folder. So when I'm feeling like I don't know anything and I'm bad at everything and I hate everybody, sometimes I look in the nice things folder and be like, oh yeah, that was nice. I suggest you do the same. Titanium is lighter than steel, but just as strong. Well, that's part of the reason why it's so expensive. I remember my robot added a new command to the chat. Well, not command, but a timer. If you want to see any of my Magic the Gathering decks and the deck lists for my many, many Magic decks, that's now put in the stream there if you want. Kyle Hill quotes would make excellent merch. Speaking of merch, I am just locking in the designs this week to have a second drop of the nuclear waste warning sign merch. That was super, super successful last time. And we're doing another drop. And these are even better. Steph in the chat says, I love the good deck. Stephanie. Can you lock it in for me, please? Holy crap, Steph. Get it together. Level 10. Do we have stuff to spend? Don't have enough to get premium war bondy bonds. Need a Glorpentine shirt? Don't quote me on anything unless the quote is good. Yeah, exactly. Man, we've pushed the Terminids like way back, huh? The Tsar sector. 300,000 people playing right now. Chat. That's just how much. I don't think I've done hard yet. I'll just... We gotta liberate... We gotta take Mantis back. We gotta go. It's simple as that. Oh, hello, Polly.
Has joined squadron.
These damn bots.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Nuclear waste repository is a waste of money. Thorium transmutation can get rid of most of the waste.
Synchronized.
But remember, Mark, that not all nuclear waste is nuclear material. So some nuclear waste is just all the bits and pieces that go into operating a nuclear reactor. It could even be, you know, people's gloves that have been contaminated. So there's low-level radioactive waste too, and intermediate level waste as well. So it's not just that high-level stuff. Oh, wow, I can only have 3 because of the thing. Interesting.
Launch initiated.
So there's different kinds of radioactive waste that you still have to deal with, and that intermediate level and low-level nuclear waste still goes somewhere, right? No, Stubborn Clump, you did great. You're a great partner. Thanks for being there for me. But Mark, thorium reactors and stuff is something I need to make a video about eventually. Because people ask me about it, like, it feels like every week. For whatever reason. Yeah, chat, as Zerberus is saying, the devs did not ooh, this is a beautiful world. The devs did not expect the game to do this well. They were completely overwhelmed by it. Get wrecked. Oops. Look at this. This is beautiful over here. There's so many different sceneries. It's really cool. Gimme. Coming to you. Is there an economic reason not to produce high-value Re from fission reactions? What do you mean Re? When you say Re, what do you mean? What is this guy doing? Look at him go. Look at this guy go. Look at this guy go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Sorry, I was just watching this guy go. He's still going. Look at him go. You guys got to come over here and see this. Rare earth elements. There's a reason not to produce them. That seems super inefficient. You can like enrich plutonium and uranium and stuff, but making a lot of a material seems super inefficient. Are we going this way? All right. Look at these big boys, huh? You forgot to science the people in your lobby? Oh, don't worry. If I think of something, we'll do it. Game's running a little slow right now. I'm on T4's butt.
Bag's empty.
I love the change in scenery. It's cool. That's a big ass cannon. Are we fighting together or what? Woo! Woo!
Sending in an eagle.
Well, that didn't work. Oh, come on. That hit it.
Reloading.
Calling in a hell bomb or something, buddy? Nailed it.
Rare sample acquired.
In the face. Run! Hit! Me and T4, that's all we need. What type of sun is this planet next to? I don't know. I like how in the sky you can see everyone else's ships doing stuff. What are you shooting at? Oh, the bombs. I'm with you, T4.
Requesting sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Flanking.
Requesting air support.
Here comes the cavalry.
Ooh, I almost blew myself up. Woo! Come on! That was all me, baby. Democracy dive.
Sending in an eagle.
Democracy dive. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Requesting air support.
Ooh, that's that gun that I want, right? That's that, that cool-ass gun that I want, right?
Sending in an eagle.
Coming in hot. Requesting orbital strike. Sending in.
Thanks for being here, Mark. I appreciate you.
Calling in reinforcements. Broad outpost spotted. How about a nice cup of liberty?
Uh-oh. Me and T4. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Got a sample.
I'm on it. Reinforcing.
Chad, how we doing? I need to science these boys. I haven't given them any science yet.
My life for Super Earth.
Requesting air support. Requesting air support.
Calling down a sentry.
I'm coming. Yeah, shoot him out of the sky.
How'd you like to taste freedom?
Calling in reinforcements.
Yes. Doing work right there. Chad, are we enjoying ourselves? And this guy's a killer.
Requesting orbital strike.
This guy's a killer. I'm just gonna follow him around. Hey T4, do you know that for the most powerful lasers like you'd have in your guard dog, they'd probably be outside of the visible light spectrum so you wouldn't be able to see them? He says negative. I didn't know that.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Thank you.
Requesting air support.
Attack underway.
Woo!
Marking location. Southeast.
Jeez, you annihilated that guy. I don't even know how to... Are you muted to them? No. I do press to talk.
Reloading.
Science time. I'm just following T4. T4 knows what's going on. That's assuming they wouldn't add visible light to them, says Mr. Putz. That's a good point. To actually see what you're hitting, or to track what you're trying to laser, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to have like a laser sight on your laser, but that's not the thing actually doing damage. It's an interesting thought, Mr. Putz. Good idea. I mean, good. You know what I mean. Chad, I hope you're having a great time. Tomorrow, I'm going to. I've written, and I will film tomorrow a full episode about the science of Helldivers on the main channel, in the style of this fun game. I hope you enjoy it. But next up at the facility, it's going to be a video about neuroscience and how reality is an illusion. If you want to see that already,
Sending in an eagle.
Requesting sentry.
there's a big one. That's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. You can see it today if you wanted to. Ow! That was my bad. That was my bad. That was my bad. I like this gun that he's using. I want to use this thing.
Reporting to the front.
T4, I love you. Oops.
Deploying equipment package.
Headshot. This game is... This game is so cool. It's like, it's just a fun, just a very fun, very cool game. Boom! T4, we gotta... T4, let's join up with the rest of the guys. Why are the laser pulses moving so slow? Shouldn't they move at light speed? That's true. They should. That's always the issue, right? Is that if they're actually laser weapons, you wouldn't be... They'd move so quickly, you wouldn't be able to see them like that. You gonna do any more office hours live streams? Yeah. But I just haven't had good topics. There just haven't been a lot of good topics to do a full... I tried the, like, scientist reacts to, like, bad, ostensibly science videos. But, I don't know if you guys like that as much as I thought you might. The problem... Science time. The problem with... Woohoo! Jeez. The problem with plasma like that is that what is containing the plasma? What is keeping the plasma together? Is it magnetically confined? Because if it's just plasma, plasma is effectively super hot gas, and super hot gas will act to expand outwards, like immediately, like a fart. So how is that supposed to stay a projectile and then travel some distance? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no plasma weapons right now. There are no plasma weapons right now. There are railguns, and that's just using science time. That's just using like the electromotive force, a lot of electricity, and therefore a lot of magnetism to accelerate bits of metal or other projectiles. We have that, but we don't have plasma weapons because I don't think it makes sense, you know? How far away are you guys? Pretty far. I don't know if I should activate it yet. They're pretty far away. Should we go do something else, T4?
Requesting advanced weaponry. Throwing supply beacon. Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Ooh, did you give me that gun? Are you giving me that gun? Because I'll take it, buddy. How do I do it? Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho ho ho! Everybody's here.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Let's do it. That's not what I wanted. Bam! Bam! Bots. Oh my goodness. The frame rate can't handle it. 500 kilograms. Do it. Before he turns around. This is hectic, chat. Ah, ah. Wrong again. Uh-oh. Bam. Flanking. Or not. Woo! That didn't kill him? No more. Oh, oh. Ah, for democracy! Yes! How powerful would the lasers need to be on a stratagem ball to reach out to the atmosphere? I don't think that's what the laser's doing. I think it's just sending out, you know, an electromagnetic signal of some sort. Hey, did you guys know that it's extremely difficult for orbital lasers to be effective because the atmosphere attenuates lasers so much? In fact, that's how we get radio signals around the world. We actually bounce EM signals off the atmosphere. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to communicate across the world with these signals because they would just go straight off tangentially into space. But instead, we bounce them off of the atmosphere. Did you guys know that? I don't think they knew that. Where, Mr. Bojangles, or Gojangles, Helldivers have so many balls. Where are they coming from? The taxpayer. You say that, yeah, my brother still buys the space laser theory, says Luis Valenzuela. Luis Valenzuela. Most kills, best accuracy.
A triumphant return.
That's me. That's me, level 11. Most kills, best accuracy. Come on. Ion Ikwake says, I knew that because I'm a ham radio operator. Very cool. What about the radio signals that were sent into space 60 years ago? What do you mean? We send everything. We send everything into space. Everything is escaping. Every kind of transmission that goes out in a sphere. How was your birthday? Says Ebil Gnome. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Could you create a predetermined frequency of laser that would attenuate from multiple actual devices to the same location, producing a spotlight that only heats up the target? Yeah, probably. AM radio stations will often turn their broadcast power down significantly at night to prevent interfering with other stations far away on the other side of the planet. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, lasers are good in space. Space lasers would be good. Because they travel at the speed of light. So you can't dodge a space laser. Like you see in sci-fi, oh, Captain, there's a torpedo incoming, thrusters or whatever. Like that's one thing. But if you're within, so the moon is 384,000 kilometers away. Light reaches the moon in 1 second. So think of how that pushes back the distance of engagement in space. Say you have two space star destroyers or whatever with big laser cannons. 300,000 kilometers away, and you still have 1 second of travel time for a laser. So effectively, you can't dodge lasers. Lasers would spread out over that distance, but you can still, if the laser is powerful enough, laser battles. But lasers take a lot of electricity, which takes a lot of power, which takes a lot of fuel. And so kinetics would still be super useful in space for the same reason. Because there's nothing in between you and the target. These projectiles travel forever at a velocity that doesn't go down. At a trajectory that doesn't go down. They just fly straight. There's no gravity. There's no gravity to point downwards to create the resultant vector that pushes them down. Can Earth-based laser weapons hit the moon? Says John D. Yeah, we science time. We do use lasers on Earth, Earth-based lasers at high altitudes at observatories to bounce stuff off the moon. To bounce lasers off the moon, off of reflectors that we put on the moon when we visited the moon. And then we grab a couple of the photons that came back and we can tell distance and speed and all that of the moon. So we do hit the moon with lasers. But again, that's a laser that's meant to just reflect off of the moon, and it's at a super high elevation, so that means less atmosphere. When we're talking about Helldiver kind of stuff, you're talking about an ultra-powerful laser that can vaporize stuff from space. And so the power required to do that is exponentially higher. Could an orbital railgun work? Says Gren Myth. I don't know what you mean by orbital. Is the railgun orbiting, or does the projectile orbit? Because there are weapon systems, I don't know if they actually exist, but there are theoretical weapon systems that do orbit, that you would fire a projectile or launch a missile that would orbit the planet before hitting it, before hitting a target. Or do you mean a railgun platform that is orbiting? Those are two different things. Shakte with the 10. Sir Kyle of yon golden locks. There is a coronal mass ejection tonight. How much longer can we roll the dice just hoping somehow we still get wildly lucky, avoiding the extra toasty Carrington ones? Shakte, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about CMEs. There's no way to get out of their way. There's no way to stop them. And it would be economically infeasible to shield all of our electronics and all of our satellites to the point that they wouldn't ever be affected. So what I'm talking about, Science Time, what Shakte is talking about is coronal mass ejections, when charged particles are flung out in millions and millions of kilograms, are flung out into space. And those charged particles, because they are charged, they can induce a current in our electronics, on the ground, in power lines, anything conductive. Big thing we'd worried about is the underground internet cables. And by inducing a current, you can fry those electronics very easy. And I think I did an episode about this. I think I did a whole episode about this. About the internet easily being taken out, which would be a cataclysmic event. So what do we do about it? Per Shakte's question? I don't know. I mean, it would require a ridiculous amount of effort to shield all of our vulnerable electronics to the point that we only worry about the X year storm or something like that. I say X year, science time, because as an engineer, like I am, what you do is you don't engineer for everything. You can't. You engineer for, in this case, an environmental hazard, and you say like an X year flood or an X year storm. So what amount of risk are you willing to accept? And so for like a dam or a bridge or a flood bank or, you know, a levee or something like that. You engineer for an X-year storm, like a 20-year storm, a 100-year storm, so that on average, it's going to weather, it's going to weather most environmental hazards, but it's not going to weather the 100-year storm. That happens on average once every 100 years. Well, why don't you engineer for that, Kyle? Because it'd be, like I said, with shielding, it would be economically infeasible to engineer everything such that nothing would ever destroy them. It would take too much time and too much money. So we decide to accept an acceptable level of risk for an X-year storm, X-year flood, X-year earthquake. You know. Underwater cables safe under the sea? No, not totally, no. We did a full episode on this, Captain, and I'll say also in the chat, if you like today's thumbnail, which is particularly amazing, and it disturbs me that computers can do this, that's Captain Dagon in the chat making those thumbnails. Thank you. But yeah, so that's you engineer for an accepted level of risk. And we don't shield things like satellites to the nth degree because giant CMEs like the Carrington event that Shakte mentioned are pretty unlikely. Aren't bunkers incredibly resilient? Depends on what you're talking about. To radiation? It depends. To blast waves? Yes. To earthquakes? No. Sharks keep chewing on the underwater cable, says Luis Valenzuela. Well, they're electric sharks. Science time. Sharks have an organ in the sides of their face called the ampullae di Lorenzini. And it's an electrosensitive goo in their pores. And so what we think is going on is that because, you know, there's a lot of interesting electrical stuff in these cables, the sharks are getting attracted to the cables. Like, what the heck is it? I'm going to chew. And sharks don't have hands. I don't know if you knew that, chat. But sharks don't have hands. So the only way that they can check stuff out is to chew on them. That's how sharks say hello. That's the problem. When people think that, like, a great white shark is a man-eater, or, you know, these terrible creatures. It is true that great white sharks have the highest fatality rate of sharks, but sharks don't have hands. So when they test something, they bite it. And it just so happens that great white sharks are enormous. And even if they don't want to eat you, their test... Oh, let's see what this is. I'm just a little shark. Their test bite of you will probably kill you because their mouths are this wide and they will bite down and you'll lose a limb and you'll bleed out in the ocean. Kyle, what do you think of the current rich people trend of building large, luxurious bunkers? I want to. Why not me? I've said publicly, the only reason why I'm on the internet here is to make enough money to go underground. That's where I want to be. Kyle, you're a smart fellow, but I must say, you stream a good game. Appreciate it. The ending of that one was a little hectic, huh, chat? That was like, we did automatons all day, huh? Much harder than the bugs, I think. If we had the technology to put a worldwide shield around Earth for protection, would there be any negative effects? It says select links. By shield, what do you mean? Kyle, did you just admit the facility is underground? No. I know, I came up with the term for where the facility is the other day in my head. I know where it is. Maybe we'll get to it one day. Can I take you on a Helldive mission? I don't know if I'm ready for that. Chris Schmall, yes, you did, but it's fine. 41 science times today. So select links. Shield around the Earth. Do you mean like a big shell? Because think of the engineering of that. how would it stay together? How would it not rip itself apart under its own weight? Is it in orbit around the planet? How would that even work? How would a solid thing be in orbit around a planet? It would block out sunlight to certain parts of the planet. How do you determine what gets blocked where? Are economically disadvantaged people more likely to live under the shade spots? And then you get all the politics of that crap. It's complicated. It's a shield around a planet is a sci-fi kind of thing. Earth has an electromagnetic shield. That is true. That is true. But that's not a physical thing. Those are fields. It's not like a bunch of metal. Do you think a Dyson sphere would be efficient? Well, Zerberus, the question of efficiency is relative, right? If you had an advanced civilization that was so advanced that they could build megastructures in space, then if they could harness a decent percentage of a star's sunlight, then yeah, that could be crazy. But the feasibility of humans building a Dyson sphere, I mean, we can hardly even get human butts into space. And as John D is pointing out, I mean, there's a lot more about material science that we have to solve before we get anything like a megastructure, a space elevator, anything like that. Because some of these forces we know overcome the material strength of every known material on Earth, even like carbon nanotubes and stuff. We could build a Dyson swarm in the near future. I don't know about that. Shock Day trying to scare you in the chat. Will we ever become a Type 3 species? As Teague, I'd be surprised if we didn't accidentally nuke ourselves in the next 50 years. There's my legal father, Derek, of Veritasium, did a good video on his channel about how many times we've almost started nuclear war. You should check that out. It's sobering. Kyle, what's your opinion on the brain implant being worked on? I think Elon Musk is an asshole who is gonna make more mistakes than not. And I don't trust him. Brain machine interfaces could be incredibly amazing, but I don't trust the guy. You know? You know what I mean, chat? Look, I rearranged my room. Whole new meaning in Muskwatch says Blood Fist Zombie. Yeah, I mean, for those of you that don't know, I used to do a weekly show about Elon Musk at Nerdist. But he literally got so toxic and controversial, and it was no fun covering him anymore. Like, it was fun when he was doing silly things like selling flamethrowers, but then when he started, like... Anyway, you know what happened to him. But we stopped that show on purpose because we're like, we're not the whole point was for me and my good friend Dan Casey to practice our improvisational skills. The secret of that show is we didn't read any scripts. We showed up on set and we read whatever, like Ron Burgundy, whatever was in front of us, and we tried to riff on it. That was why the show was so funny. But once it wasn't fun anymore, we stopped. You know, that wasn't the point. Do you still think SpaceX is a good company? Yeah, I mean, I think SpaceX is doing a lot of amazing things. And and they inspire a lot of people, and kids still want to go work at SpaceX. I think that's great. But from everything that I know about the company and everything that I've read from employees posting anonymously online and such, SpaceX is doing cool stuff despite Elon Musk. Like, they're doing cool stuff because they're ignoring his bad ideas. Dan's doing good, Luis. Recently a father, doing good. Still text with Dan almost every day. We send each other memes. And chat, if you want to send me memes, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. You can join, I'm touching my face too much. You can join our official Discord where you can tag me at any time of day. We have hundreds and hundreds of nerds just like you inside the Discord. I hear it's one of the nicest, nerdiest Discords anyone's ever been in ever. So if you want to join us there, we have everything from every science conversation channel you can think of. You can give me episode suggestions. You can play puzzle games with me. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in there. And you can see the latest episode of the facility that is for patrons and professors only right now. It'll go up on YouTube later. When is it going to go up? I don't know, but we haven't published in 3 weeks, and I'm losing a lot of money. It's because I just got back from Germany, and then I got sick for a week. But expect some cool videos from Germany soon. I went there and I filmed a unique piece of nuclear engineering. Could we get high-speed rail at some point, or will it just be a European phenomenon? That's a political question. That's not an engineering question. Chat. Chat. If you've been having a good time today, if you learned something today, out of our 41 science times, I want you to spam your favorite emoji in the chat right now, especially all of my members. I want you to spam an emoji of my face or Aria's arms. Don't look at my new tattoo. I want you to spam it. If you learned something today, if you had fun, show it right now, chat. Happy to have you here. Next episode of the facility is going to go up on YouTube soon. So happy to have all of you here every day. Like the video, subscribe to this channel if you want to get first notification of our next gaming stream. Will it be Helldivers? I don't know. But we also have Batman Arkham Knight all teed up. I'm very excited to play through that whole game, start to finish, 100%. Not all the Riddler trophies because it's annoying, but we will be doing the Science of Batman very soon. How long are you going to grow your beard? I don't know. I'm afraid to shave it. I thought I got fat. Chat, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. No matter where I see you next time, in the YouTube comments on the main channel, next gaming stream, pinging me at any time of day inside the facility Discord. I hope. Until then, everything is wonderful for you. I hope you rock out with your science out. I'll see you next time.